non-trading company and Holdings has the trade, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the accounts for 2011 showed a turnover in limited of 10.2 million.
Yeah.
I believe the 2012 accounts, although they haven't been published yet, show a turnover of 9.4 million in limited.
No, they would be, I think Paul Appleton had seen sort of more management accounts.
Okay, well, but it still shows a turnover of 9.4 million. But point being that presumably, you said something about the income was journalled in to limited from Holdings.
I think what the point I was trying to make in a way is that on a day-to-day basis, okay. So every day the club is run through a bank account in the name of Holdings, and that has been the case for quite some time. To be fair, I'm not interested in the bank account. It's in terms of the ledgers of the club, yeah, and the declaration for VAT. Yeah. Which company would have declared that income on its VAT return? Would it have been Holdings? It's a group VAT registration, so it covers limited, Holdings, and Sky Blue Sports and Leisure, actually. Okay, so how was that turnover? The turnover that was shown in the accounts of limited is football-related turnover. So it includes things like the season tickets, walk-up tickets. It's got in there the Football League distribution. And so how did you decide what value of turnover was journalled into? It's done by category, basically. There is a bit of the way they do some of the sponsorship revenues. There is some sponsorship revenues that have been put into Holdings. But the point I was trying to make really that on a day-to-day basis, all transactions are done through. So in terms of the way it trades on a day-to-day basis, it all goes through. And then what the club have done in the past is at the year end, effectively, they've then taken the management accounts, which are effectively for one, done as though it's one entity, and then they've journalled football-related income and expenditure into limited. And that was the point I was trying to make, really, that, you know, sort of the Football League, when they pay distribution money, that comes into Holdings. People get paid by Holdings, and that, yeah. Okay, you've still not answered the question about the principal activity, though. No, that's what it says. That's what it says. Yeah. But why does it say that if Holdings is the trade? I think you know. I think most people would say that the trade was in limited. No, and I think if you look. You know, if you look at the accounts for May 2011 and you knew nothing particularly about Coventry City Football Club, I think when you look at the accounts you would say, you know, that Coventry City Football Club Limited is the football club and Holdings is the holding company. Why was the director's report signed? To be honest, yeah.
So the point is, we went through the accounts, we went through where the assets are, and what we've realised is it's been a mess. It's been a mess since 1995.
Okay, question. We have a question here. Tell us who you are, please, sir.
Hi, good evening. Jason Griffiths, Coventry born and bred, now live in Lincoln, and like Jason over there, I will not be renewing my season ticket for next year if you take our club, and I say that, our club, out of Coventry. My question is, it was posed to you on Friday, but you didn't answer. If you go ahead with your harebrained scheme to build a new stadium, who will actually own it? Will it be a CCFC asset, or will it be a CSU asset? Hence, CSU being the landlord and CCFC being the tenant.
The structure hasn't even been considered at this stage. It would be an opco-propco, which is the most important point.
Okay, question from a gentleman here. Tell us who you are.
Hi, my name's Mark Franklin. Question for Steve. Straight answer, are the accounts that we've filed at Companies House wrong, or are they right? Is the basis on which those accounts have been prepared actually, as they are stated in the accounts, or are you saying, and sticking to this idea, that it is purely a rental subsidiary that is non-trading?
Yeah, Mark, I think when you look at the accounts, you know, they've been prepared. that way for a number of years. And I think, you know, it's not for me to say in a way whether people have done them wrong in the past or not, I don't think. Because, you know, I'm sure they've done them in the way that they thought at the time was correct. I think the biggest issue in those accounts at the moment is that one of its assets that is shown in its balance sheet at May 2011 and has been for a few years while they've been doing this, is player registrations. Now, the players for some number of years now, and this before CISU, the players have been registered in the name of Coventry City Football Club Holdings Limited by the Football League, by the FA, and Holdings have effectively bought those players where there's been an acquisition. They've paid the players. When players have been sold, Holdings have effectively had the benefit for that. So, personally, I wouldn't probably have done them that way, no.
So, in terms of the bank account,
Yeah.
it's very common in a group situation for there to be one central bank account. So really, where you're saying that it's banked in one account, it's neither here nor there, it's where the asset or liability lies.
Yeah.
So, can you explain that in the memorandum and articles, which is the rules under which the accounts are put to, or the company is put together, in 1995, it says in Coventry City Football Club Limited, to acquire from its parent company, the Coventry City Football Club Limited, as a going concern, the business of the playing activities of the company, and to carry out such a business under the name of Coventry City Football Club. Isn't that pretty clear that the trade was actually in Coventry City Football Club Limited?
That is what it said in 1995. If you look at the other accounts on Mark in Holdings, it said it sold them. So that there's a difference.
It hasn't changed. The company's rules have not changed to exclude that.
Mark, so you're aware,
Can I just ask them, were you at the creditors meeting with the Higgs charity, Mark?
I was, yes.
All right.
Could I just ask a question of Steve, who went through a very long explanation the other night about how the company's names had changed but the numbers had stayed the same and so on and so forth. Just taking this document that Mark's got, the Memorandum of Association of Coventry City Football Club Limited, it talks about the Coventry City Football Club Limited acquiring the business of Coventry City Football Club.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Acquired from its parent company, the Coventry City Football Club Limited.
No, Stuart, it shouldn't say the Coventry City, it should say Coventry City.
Well, it says to acquire from its parent company, the Coventry City Football Club
Stuart,
Limited.
welcome to our world. It's just, we've got accountants all over this, it's just so painful.
No. Can I explain?
Stuart, the Coventry City Football Club Limited was the one that was formed in 1907, which is now called Holdings. Coventry City Football Club Limited today is the one that was effectively formed in 1995, and this is where the Football League, I think, have got some issues, because I'm not sure if they totally knew which limited they were.
What this is saying, though, is that Coventry City Football Club Limited, the objects of that company is to acquire the trade of the Coventry City Football Club, which is now Coventry City Holdings, and to trade under the name of Coventry City Football Club. It's not difficult.
No.
I was trying to get to that point, Mark, probably far better than I could. Tell us who you are, sir.
My name's James. I actually live in Sutton Coldfield, around all the Villa fans, which all of my friends are, unfortunately. I actually go to a local gym in Sutton Coldfield, where a lot of the football teams stay the night before they play Midlands teams. I recently had the pleasure of bumping into some of the Huddersfield coaching staff, who told me that when Mark Robbins left, he actually went to meet Sisu and meet Joyce Apala, who, of course, there is a campaign going, so we can finally see who she is, which is still outstanding. I was told that you made no effort to keep him at the club, that he went to meet Joy and came back and literally said to his coaching staff, they've told us there's nothing they're going to give us, it's time to leave. So, as far as I can see, I was very against Mark Robbins when he left, but actually, it seems like you were the ones that drove him away.
Tim?
Do you not think he's putting his own position across? So we... So we simply couldn't match the financials that were offered to him and all his coaches.
Gentleman saying he didn't ask for that, he asked for players to sign, and what he's just quoted didn't come from Mark Robbins, it came from coaching staff at Huddersfield.
I'm sorry, what was the point that was being made around the players?
He went to Joy and asked if he could sign some players and he was told no, is that what you're saying? Yeah. Darren Robinson, fitness coach, charged for 60 quid worth of kit.
Okay, I've got to tell you that's sort of myth and folklore stuff. So you know, they're extending the gym at Brighton as we speak, and there's more than £60 being spent on that. So again, I suspect these guys were talking through their own position. So I knew the fitness guy very, very well, very professional indeed, but I am surprised that he turned down staying at the club for £60.
Gentleman here with a question, tell us who you are.
Richard Aston. Tim, if, for example, Preston Haskell win the auction to buy Coventry Limited, which is the golden share or the Football League, he had the Rico Arena to play at, what's to stop him going out and buying all these free transfers, these many players he said available, and putting his own team on the pitch? You know, and obviously all the other players obviously be maybe redundant or whatever, but what's to stop them doing that, to have the golden share?
Contract law. Because all the contracts of all the players are between holdings and they've all been signed off by the Football League. And therein lies...
Yeah, but the gentleman's question is what's to stop him signing his own set of players rather than the ones that you've got in the contract?
Richard, absolutely, he could go and buy his own set of players if he wants to.
Question here, tell us who you are, please.
Hi, I'm Sharon. Hi, I'm Sharon, that's my blue bird. I just want to know where we're playing in 2 months' time when the season kicks off, and when can I buy a season ticket to watch my team play?
Yeah.
So where will you be playing when the season starts, and when and where can she buy a season ticket?
Poland's just too far, not Warsaw. I do have to say,